skyscraper place of business on the night prior to Valentine's Day. Fellow and Jennifer have been independently burning the midnight oil. Obviously the last individuals to leave, they enter similar lift on various floors and make casual chit-chat on the manner in which the lift unexpectedly stops because of the rainstorm outside. With no PDA signal, they stress they'll be trapped in the lift together until Tuesday morning, as Monday is President's Day. From the beginning, the two hit it off. What begins as conceivable science between them gets really ugly, as each figures out more about the other. Fellow shares his water and a jug of wine, while Jennifer shares a few Hershey's Kisses she got prior to leaving her office. Killing time, they sketch photos of one another. Jennifer utilizes her PDA to record recordings of them relating past sexual ventures. Developing more cozy, they kiss and afterward engage in sexual relations in the lift. A short time later, Jennifer demands to Fellow that their experience was only easygoing. Baffled by what he sees as dismissal, Fellow concedes that his story is obviously false. His name isn't Fellow, and he's not an office laborer. All things being equal, he functions as one of the structure's safety officers and has basically been following her. Moreover, he halted the lift with his key when she wasn't looking. He then, at that point, delivers the lift key and restarts the lift. Jennifer is angry, irately letting him know he'll decay in prison, and Fellow stops the lift once more. They get into an actual squabble, wherein the key is incidentally broken, really catching them inside. Fellow in the long run gets through the lift's roof, tiles, and Jennifer convinces him into letting her move out, promising she won't call the police. When on top of the lodge, nonetheless, she flips him off prior to moving up a stepping stool. Fellow then, at that point, hauls himself out to follow and, after a pursuit, pulls Jennifer down similarly as she's getting into the lift entryways on a higher floor prior to falling, once again, into the lift lodge. Jennifer is quick to recuperate and ties Fellow up. Taking steps to mutilate him with a stogie shaper, she records his video admission on her phone. This time, Fellow uncovers reality. He is John Deakins, and he used to be an effective middle-class laborer until he crashed his vehicle, killing a female traveler. In the wake of serving a half-year in prison, he was unable to find a promising line of work, and he plotted the lift episode to experience his previous life. Early Monday morning, another safety officer, Eddie, shows up to take his sweetheart up to the elevated structure's rooftop. He sees the lift's adhered and attempts to free the pair. John, who has loosened his hands and thumped Jennifer oblivious, baits Eddie most of the way into the lift prior to beginning it and cutting the man 50. In the wake of tidying up, John erases documents from the security work area, PC, and kills Eddie's sweetheart. He then, at that point, conveys an oblivious Jennifer to the parking structure, stuffs her into his vehicle trunk, and drives away. At the point when John stops the vehicle and opens its trunk, Jennifer gives off an impression of being dead. Be that as it may, she abruptly assaults, wrecking him. She gets into his vehicle and starts to drive away, prior to switching and colliding with a dumpster wherein John has plunged into. Jennifer begins to leave, puffing on a stogie, when transforms and throws the lit stogie into the dumpster, and it blasts into blazes. John takes the oblivious Jennifer to the carport and places her in his trunk, tosses Eddie down the deep opening alongside Jennifer's annihilated telephone. Then, at that point, kills Eddie's better half and tosses her down the deep opening, as well.